The fluorescent lights flickered slightly in the empty break room as the hum of the vending machine filled the silence. A crumpled tissue lay on the table beside a nearly untouched sandwich. In the far corner, sitting with her knees tucked to her chest and shoulders shaking with quiet sobs, was Emily, a newly hired cashier who hadn't even completed her first month at Thompson's Supermart. What she didn't know was that the man standing silently in the doorway, dressed in khakis and a store-branded polo shirt like everyone else, wasn't just another team member. He was Thomas Reynolds, the CEO and founder of the entire supermarket chain, working incognito for a month as part of an undercover employee experience project. He wanted to see how his employees were treated, how things really worked at ground level. But he hadn't expected to walk in on a moment that would forever change the way he saw his own company and his purpose. Thomas took a small step forward and cleared his throat. "Hey. Emily, right?" he asked gently. Startled, she wiped her eyes quickly and forced a weak smile. "Why, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I just needed a moment." "No worries," he replied, pulling out a chair. "Mind if I sit?" She nodded hesitantly, looking embarrassed. For a moment, there was silence. Then, Thomas leaned in, voice low and kind. "You okay? Something happened?" Emily hesitated. Her lips trembled before she whispered, "It's just been a lot. I didn't think it would be this hard." He waited, giving her space. "My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer 3 months ago," she finally said. "She can't work anymore. I left college to take care of her and my little brother. We lost our apartment last month, and now we're staying with a distant relative, all crammed into one room. I took this job to keep food on the table." She swallowed hard. "And then today, my shift lead yelled at me in front of customers for a mistake I didn't even make. I kept thinking, if I lose this job, I don't know what we'll do." Thomas felt something tighten in his chest. He had spent years building a company he was proud of, dozens of stores, thousands of employees, but in this moment, he realized he'd become far removed from the human cost behind every paycheck, every policy, every shift. "I'm so sorry you're going through all that," he said softly. "You shouldn't have been treated like that. And you're not alone in this, okay?" Emily looked at him, confused by his sincerity. "Thanks. I just don't want pity. I just want to make it through." Over the next week, Thomas quietly observed Emily during her shifts. Despite the stress, she showed up early, stayed late, and never let her smile fade in front of customers. She helped older shoppers carry bags, trained new hires even when she herself was new, and always offered her last break snack to someone else if they forgot theirs. But he also saw things he couldn't ignore. Supervisors barking orders, breaks denied, unfair.